When you detach your energy and you don't care about the outcome, or you're not attached to the outcome or what people think of you, and you don't need anything from them, they will attach themselves to you. And in this video, I'm gonna show you one of the most powerful magnetic secrets I've learned, how you can detach from outcome to then have things attach and opportunities come to you. And that's exactly what you're gonna learn, how to do it and why it's an absolute game changer. Now, the first thing to know about this process is that attracting love, attracting new opportunities, that is all about becoming and feeling in a vibrational state to that which you want or that which you desire. Now, here's the thing about this. Magnetic energy is energy that is non-needy. Non-neediness is the key to magnetic energy. Now, non-neediness, what that means is that the person that is becoming magnetic, or that is being the most unapologetic version of themselves, they do not need someone else's validation. They do not need someone else's approval. They do not need someone else to be a certain way for them to feel safe and for them to give themselves permission to be their most authentic selves. Now, you could also say that the degree to which someone is non-needy is the degree to which someone has magnetic energy. On the other side of that, the degree to which someone has needy energy is the degree to which someone will repel love and repel people to them. I've seen this work like clockwork in my life. Literally, the more needy I am, the more I want someone to like me. And also, the more I change my own center of gravity, that is something that also was not allowing the person I was either in a relationship or dating to feel safe. I remember when I first started to become more of the unapologetic version of me, I started to express the real me. I started to express what my true desires were. And as I did that, it had way more attraction than me being like a people pleaser, nice guy version of myself. I remember with an ex-girlfriend, for example, I'd be like, she was vegan, and I was like eating fish. And I remember, this is like 3 or 4 years ago, what happened was I would always be like, okay, we're always going to the good vegan restaurants no matter what, and I would always just cater to whatever she wanted. And I became aware that when I started to become in my own masculine presence, and I started to also become like centered in my own body, I started to ask myself, okay, sometimes we can go to these good vegan places, but sometimes I want to go like where I want to go. And I would then be like excited to go somewhere where maybe they also have vegan food. But then what ended up happening is I could tell that when I started leading and I started saying, I want to go here, I'm sure they have some great vegan food, but I want to go here because this is what I want. There was such a different level of attraction there than before, when I was like, are you sure you want this? Or like, how can I make you happy? I just want to do what you want to do. It was such a different energy. But basically what I did is I detached from needing to please this person, and I started to detach from that, and all of a sudden, the energy completely shifted. Now, one of the reasons being is because one of the most common forms of attachment that I see, especially in the spiritual community, people that are empathic, that can feel other people's energy, is a people-pleasing mentality of wanting to please someone else. Now, understand this about pleasing. Pleasing is a manipulative energy. It's manipulation. It's saying, I'm going to please you so that I get from you validation. I get from you the approval. I get from you love. It's an exchange. And the thing is a lot of times what happens is the people pleasing is a echoed energy from childhood of parent pleasing. It's from having a sense of self-worth that says, I'm not good enough the way that I am. So if I can please someone else, then maybe I'll be enough. Maybe I'll get their validation, their love, or their support. So detaching from needing to please is one of the most magnetic things you can do. And one of the most attractive, it's so counterintuitive, because the more you let go is the more that you will find that attractive energy is there. Now, why is that? Because when you let go of caring what other people think, when you let go of trying to get your own needs met through someone else, that is energetically very energy giving. When you don't need someone else's approval, validation, or them to meet your needs, it's coming from a full cup. It's coming from an energy that says, I'm good the way that I am. And what ends up happening is that energy is emitted out and other people can feel it. Remember, people in your life are reflecting the energy back to you that you are emanating out. And if you're emanating out a belief that says, I need something from you, they feel that and they will literally be repelled by it. When I used to sell women's shoes, I could clearly see that if I went into work and my goal is to sell shoes and I need customers in order to make money because I want to make my day, they would feel that and it would repel them. But when I went in and I was more so in the moment, think about this too. The magnetic energy of non-neediness and being detached means this core thing right here that I think will change your life if you absorb this. When you are manipulative or trying to get other people to please them, to get something from them, you are doing things that are a means to an end. I'm going to do this to get this. I'm going to please you to get your love, validation, and support, and attract love or whatever. I'm going to do this for that. On the other side of that, it is this to get that. If I was making this video because it has to get a lot of views and I need everyone to like this video right now, and you felt that, you'd be like, ooh, that's needy energy. And those videos also generally just tend not to do well. But when I'm making a video where I'm really present to the moment and I'm passionate about what I'm talking about, people feel that because I'm in the moment. So when you detach from outcome, it means you're detaching from needing them to respond to you in a certain way. You're detaching from a means to an end, and you're more so focusing on the end of itself. Now, what this means is if you go out on a date with someone and you find yourself attached to outcome, it's because you want something from them. It's because you are trying to get their validation, approval, love, your needs met, whatever. And they feel that. The key is actually to show up with present energy. One of the most magnetic things and the magnetic energies you can have is present moment energy. Is being present to the moment with no attachment to the outcome. And to be present to the moment means you're doing and you are a certain way because it's who you choose to be in this moment. If I made a video to get views, it doesn't normally do well. If I make a video because I'm passionate about making videos and I want to talk about a certain concept, those are the videos that do well. If I was going on a date because it's like, I have a girlfriend, but if I was to go on a date and be like, okay, I'm going to go on this date and I'm going to get from them like their number, approval, they're going to want to hang out with me again, that's manipulative energy. That's attachment to the outcome. Then they feel that, like, what does this person want from me? Why are they being this certain way? And a lot of times people will then move their center of gravity. And instead, if you go on the date because you want to have fun, if you want to go on the date because you want to connect, that's a present moment thing. If you want to go on the date to get to know someone, that's a present moment thing. That's in the present moment. That's not to get somewhere else. It's a very different energy. I know this as well whenever I make like I have like these 21-day challenges I do. I have this membership that I'm creating right now that'll be out soon. If not, it might already be out by the time this video goes out. But I have to make, a sales video for it. And the sales video just means like, hey, this is what the membership's all about. And we're going to be doing, weekly accountability calls, weekly coaching calls. We're doing all this cool stuff. There's a tribe of people that are like-minded. Now, if when I made this video, I was really attached to the outcome and I was trying to get something out of you, I want you to buy this freaking course. I want you to buy this thing. You're going to feel that. You're going to feel an attachment to that. But instead, if I'm expressing the value I think it has, but also inviting you in on to join, that's a very different energy. You'll be like, oh, there's no needy energy here. Like, I want to be a part of this thing. And that's how energy works. Energy follows value. And you being the most authentic version of you is you adding value. It's you adding value. And it's a present moment thing. It's not adding value because then I'm going to get this thing. It's adding value because it's who you are. You being the most unapologetic version of you is the most valuable thing. Now, the other aspect that I want to talk about today is understanding being in your own frame, being present inside of your body, which, as we are talking about, is the most magnetic energy you can embody. But being in your own frame means you are leading in your life. Leading in your life in the sense that you have a vision. And if you don't know what that vision is, that's okay, but you're moving towards like you are being the most authentic, magnetic version of yourself. And what this means is, like in my own life, what I would do is I had a tendency as the people pleaser nice guy that I had to shed like 3 years ago, is I had to start tuning instead to the other person. I had to tune and realize, how am I showing up in my life? Am I passionate about what I'm doing? Do I have my own vision for life, and am I being this authentic version of me and then letting other people join that, but me not tuning to them? So being in your own frame means, what is your frame of reality? What is your frame of presence? What is important to you? Frame is also included to what is important to you. Because whoever you want to attract into your life, if you're tuning to them, you're losing and abandoning yourself. And this is really what this is about. Because what we do is we attach ourselves to other people because we're trying to get our needs met, and we're hoping they can meet our needs because we most likely felt a detachment from childhood. We call that abandonment. And when our parents detached from us, they were either emotionally or physically unavailable. Guess what happened? We decided there's something wrong with me. I must be different in order to get my needs met. Maybe if I could make everyone happy, then I would be good enough. And the thing with this is that we then lose our center of gravity. We're not in our own frame. We don't know who we are. We're tuning to everybody else, and we're like, who the hell am I? It's hard to set boundaries. Why? Because we've already abandoned ourselves. So the key to not abandoning ourselves any longer is to actually make the choice to be in our body, to be leading in our life, to be in our own frame, to ask ourselves different questions. If you will go on a date with someone and you're thinking, do they like me? I hope they like me. Do they, or are they interested in me? How can I be a little bit more like attractive to them? You are tuning to them, and changing your own sense of authenticity to try to make someone up, to please someone. If you go on a date and you ask yourself the question, do I have anything in common with this person? If you're curious about their energy, I wonder if we resonate with each other. I wonder if we have similar values. I wonder if I'm going to like this person. I wonder if I'm going to vibe with this person. I wonder if I'm actually attracted to this person. That is different energy. That is coming from a place of non-attachment. So the questions you ask yourself continuously affect how you're showing up. And I will tell you from experience and from seeing it in hundreds of other people that I've coached in my programs, detachment, when people detach from an ex, when people detach from outcome, when people detach from the job interview they have, magic happens. And the way that you detach is by not abandoning the self and being present in your own body and not doing things that are a means to an end, making things an end of itself, deciding who you are, deciding who that is. Every moment you're a new version of you. Every moment you're a new version of you. Literally what quantum physics shows us is that every moment our cells are dying and being reborn. The only thing that keeps us stuck in the past and attached to the past is the story that we tell ourselves about who we are. And what we can begin to do is, since I'm new every moment, I choose to be the new version, this version of me that is living in according to my values, to what's important to me. To recognize my own sense of self-worth, to stop abandoning myself, stop tuning to other people, start tuning to what I want. And I promise you, the more you tune to what you want, the more you tune to enjoying the dates you go on, to enjoying the process of dating, to enjoy the process if you're in a relationship, whatever it is, the more you will find that you are more magnetic than you can possibly ever imagine. Now, the thing I was mentioning earlier, it's a community of people called Magnetic Mastery. It is a community of people. It's called the Magnetic Mastery Membership. Every single week what we do is we do a live call. This is interactive. There's group work that's done. 2 of the calls I'm doing live coaching. 2 of the calls we're doing accountability, where we get into groups and we hold each other accountable, because I find to create permanent shift and to create that kind of identity shift from the inside out, it takes consistency. And that's why what we normally did on our 21-day challenges, which I've had over 15,000 people go through, we are now doing this in a monthly membership. And you can join that by going to magneticmastery.com or clicking the link below. Check that out. I'll have this video go out when you can join The only people that will be coming in is people that watch this video, plus some people from my other challenges. So if you want to be a founding member, click the link, join at the lowest price you will ever see to join that of the community, the membership. And you'll also be connected to high vibe people that are sharing those visions, sharing that values. And we're focused on becoming in our own frame more magnetic than ever. Now, also there's a video about how you can let them miss you and how this completely changes the energy dynamic. Watch this video right here and wire it in. When we're attached, what we do is we create resistance, and this resistance is dependent on how someone else is responding or not responding to our own energy. Now, one of the most attractive things you can do is to actually bring your